Fuck this
this
level! Alright, so welcome back to Fire Emblem Blazing Sword Hector Hard Mode. Seriously, fuck this level. Joining me today we have Boswin.
Hello.
We have Discorded Blizzard.
Finally back after episode 1!
We have Faramir.
Howdy.
And we have Ziggy McDougal.
Hola, chicos.
Yeah, so anyway, there's a reason we all said fuck this level in unison, because this level is a massive bitch on Hector Hard Mode. Granted, it is kind of interesting because we get the backstory of whatever his name is, it escapes me again, and he was basically the first morph Nagal created, which is kind of cool, but the level itself, once the chapter starts we'll get into it, but seriously, ugh.
Also, saying fuck this level is very cathartic, I must say.
Yes. We're on the agreement on this one.
A friend of mine actually made a poem about this level, because he absolutely despises it.
I'm not surprised, it's awful. In Hector Hard Mode specifically, because on normal mode, I think it's alright. Like, you know, it's more grid-based and stuff, but other than that, it's okay. This one, though, they decided to be a massive dick.
Yeah, on every single one of my Hector Hard Mode playthroughs after my first one, in which I tried to make it as complete as possible, I didn't do the Nails extra chapter, but besides that, I skipped this level. I legitimately do not want to play it.
I think that's the one redeeming quality. It is optional.
Also, the things Ted said, that's basically this level in a nutshell.
Dreadful, awful.
Yeah.
Bleak.
I hope you guys like Siege Magic.
Yeah, I hope you guys like Seed Magic, pre-promotes not being able to use magic at one time, then another time anyone can nuke you with magic, and just pray to God you have units with high res, good avoid, and decent physical attack.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
But of course, nothing, beats luck,
I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough crack in this world to explain the thought process behind this map.
No, they probably... No, it was like, the last shred of Blinding Blaze bullshit made it into their brain, and then they made this map.
Yeah. All I can do now is just pray that everything goes well here. I mean, I know it will, but... Oh god, please don't die on us, Hector!
Speaking of FE6, I don't know the details, maybe Boss does, but you can miss 100%.
I'm not surprised.
Yes, you can actually miss 100% in Binding Blade. There is a certain RNG combination that you can get. It's extremely rare, but you can miss a 100%.
Again, I am not surprised because that game's RNG fucked me over many times, and it certainly fucked over Roy a lot. He couldn't dodge bolting to save his life.
The RNG isn't exactly different, it's just that Binding Blade has interesting hit rates.
Yeah, very.
Yeah,
the RN system. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I keep hearing that these two have the exact same RNG, but aside from this playthrough, Blazing Swords never given me shit, whereas Binding Blade always gives me shit.
Yeah, and I think that comes from lower hit rate weapons, because the RN system from FE6 and 7 is the exact same, which is the true hit system. But FE6's hit rates are so jank, I can understand where you're coming from.
Oh, that jank.
Oh, boy.
So yeah, as you can see in the map, there is a shit ton of pre-promotes, and they've all got siege tomes, and they've got staffs, and you can only deploy 8 units. Keep in mind, Hector and Hawkeye are mandatory.
Yep.
Pray. Well, the best bet is also the guy in the middle. He disappears after 5 turns, and when he's gone, they can all nuke you at once.
Yep, that is the most bullshit thing I've ever seen.
I don't remember, but does the bolting stage in the bottom right go for Merlinus?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. Maybe it depends on his level.
Perhaps, yeah.
Another thing with this map that makes it very fun to play are not just the one-tile chokes, but your party is also separated, and it's fun.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Also, I'm going to say this now. If you didn't bring a healer, just quit. Because you're going to die. You need those restore staffs, you need those healers, or you will die.
Oh, man.
The only advantage you have at the beginning is if you can rush the enemy with physical units like I'm doing with Hawkeye, then you can get a 1-up, take off a few of them quite quickly, but aside from that, just pray.
And pray for crits.
Yeah.
Hawkeye's unique battle sprite.
Yeah.
It looks
Very,
great.
very cool looking battle sprite. So I recommend units that obviously can heal, have good res, and also have good avoid. Like, Pegasus Knight's obviously a good choice. Marcus is a very good choice because he's got, just because he's Marcus. But for this one, because she happened to get good level ups and had good avoid, I put Lynn in as well, but that's only because her level ups are really good in res.
Good.
Again, isn't Lit good in general?
No.
Also, he does go for Malice.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was gonna put.
Fun.
Linus is amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that
Yes!
stream,
Oh
bro.
my god!
Yeah, I was so glad. I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy I fucking dodged that.
Luckily, the chances of dodging that is somewhat weighted in your favor since Staves actually use 1 RN.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I think Matthew dodges something, dodges a really high thing at one point.
Yes! Oh god, Florina's so cute.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, her relationship with Hector, if you have those two end up together, is just hilarious.
Yeah, but most of her supports are her, like, just trying to speak to him. It's like, it's half the thing is just her in the background. It's only until A support that they actually talk to each other.
Reminds me of Baruka and Saizo support.
And getting everywhere.
Well, yeah, that one is very... Well, that's only C support they don't speak. B upwards they do. Yeah.
That's...
It's them exchanging facial expressions.
Yeah.
It's also a localization mock-up.
Apparently Treehouse did not the
Oh
Radiant
god, I
and
just want to
Radiant
have
Dawn.
Florina so badly.
Yeah, they also did that.
And
This is surprisingly low strength for Florina. I usually have much higher.
Yeah, you know, this playthrough has been the high res run, because remember, Hector's first 2 level ups were res.
Oh yeah, I remember episode 1 where it was like, oh, get wrecked! Remember that?
Yeah, I remember
Getting
that.
a res blessed Hector is amazing.
And
oh man,
mess with
31% to die.
Yeah, I know,
you
but
see
again,
that.
because Lynn had good avoid and decent res, so I was like, go for it. And
Yeah.
luckily, he
Oh,
didn't get crit.
Also, it's below 50%, so true hit deflates the hit rate.
Thanks.
Oh. Dang, Marcus is tough.
Well, Marcus is arguably the best unit in this game.
Yeah, as you can see, that druid had over 21 magic, which means if he crit, he could literally kill anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally,
It is
63 damage.
impossible- Yeah, it is impossible to survive.
I swear the HP cap is 60 in, like, most Fire Emblem games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were also very kind to the player to give Luna innate crit. Such fun.
Woo!
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh,
fun when it's fun when you use it, but not when the enemy does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason I was expecting Hawkeye to be an archer and not a berserker. But then again, if he was an archer, then we get some Capcom lawsuits.
Yeah, well, if he was an archer in this game, he'd be shit.
Oh
But
yeah.
Fair
you
enough.
still get what I mean, right? About Hawkeye being an archer?
Well, because of his design.
And his name, like.
Yeah, Hawkeye.
Usually.
Yeah.
But
Man,
yeah.
if
Good
only-
service.
If only bows in FE7 were like the in FE3, then archers would actually be pretty good.
What were they just dealt? What was so significant about them in Fire Emblem 3?
Well, there's this one bow, you know it as Parthia, and the thing about Parthia is not only is it cool as fuck as it sets enemies on fire, but it also gives Paragon.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's,
And also,
that's-
javelins in FE3 have 20 weight, and there's no weight loss, or there's no way to mitigate weapon weight in FE3. It just directly subtracts it off your AS, so javelins are pretty much worthless.
Yeah. Damn,
So,
20 weight for a javelin, that's really fucking heavy.
And keep in mind,
Yeah.
the speed cap in FE3 is 20, so impossible to double with javelins, just straight up.
Well, yeah, I remember Fate revisits this concept because you literally cannot double with a hand axe or a javelin, but they just incorporate it as
Yeah.
like a feature.
It's really funny because in FE3, like Book 1, where you do have playable axe users, hand axes have like 9 weight,
Wow,
as
that's not
opposed to
much.
javelins with 20 weight. Yeah, I know, it's so
come
weird.
on, Hector.
It's weird. Like, I can understand a javelin weighing more than an iron lance, but not like a steel lance or anything.
It was
Yeah,
probably just an
that is-
oversight.
Yeah. Well, it was the third
Yes.
game in the series, so they probably hadn't figured everything out.
Kaga's
Touche.
weird.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Yep.
Oh god.
no- well done, Hector.
Yeah,
Hector would
Kaga,
rather
man.
you go to sleep,
but you
man.
can't get him angry.
Yeah, I think he was the one who dodged the high berserk, not Matthew. I think it was Hector. I got the two mixed up.
Aww.
But this is also a chapter where Sarah kind of like really gets to shine because she's promoted at this point, so so she
get
spends a good amount of
wrecked.
time kicking quite a bit of ass. It was quite funny.
Also,
Yeah,
Hawkeye wrecks
Hawkeye's doing what he
people.
does best.
Yeah. Would you say Hawkeye's the best axe user in this game?
Marcus, but aside from him.
Alright,
That's
yo,
something that's
axe focused user.
Yeah, I would actually say so.
Yeah.
In all honesty,
I think it's mainly because of
I
his
gotta
high
say
crit,
yes.
though. I have to give it to him.
I think that is also like Geats and Geitz is perfectly fine, but Berserker class is better than Warrior class, and bows don't count for shit in this game.
More or less.
I like how the
Again,
shaman
there's
can't
Louise.
hit a stationary object. Yeah.
Hey, don't
that's
underestimate that
yeah.
10.
The thing with guides is
I mean,
harder to get.
Yeah,
Most
that's
people
a lot
don't get him.
But he does get hard mode bonuses.
Yeah, he does have. He has really good bases. It's just that you have to train Lin and Elwood.
And you also have to
considerably.
you also have to waste a deployment slot to
Yeah,
on
with
dart.
Dart.
Yeah.
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, I
go
was right, he did
Matthew!
dodge.
Too high
See,
percent dodges.
it uses the Kaga RN system, which is just one RN.
Yeah.
oh, if that
Hey,
had
if it's working in my favor, I'll be happy for it.
One thing I'll hand GBA that's kind of a cool thing. I like how the music stops when the silent staff.
Yeah, I always love that attention
Oh,
to
yeah.
detail. It's eerily creepy.
Yeah, I love it.
Dude, Rez.
This Marcus is a bit unfortunate. No speed.
Yeah, I
no
know, but
speed
what are you gonna
proc,
do?
no.
Again, this is the res go run.
The thing is,
Even then,
he's still
Marcus's
gonna
bases
do
are
this.
fine enough. Look,
Marcus.
I haven't deployed him in ages, and he's still kicking ass in this chapter.
Yeah, he's really
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus is awesome. Remember what I would do when I played Hector Hard mode? I would just spam axes on every chapter I could with Marcus to get him to use that silver axe in Hector Hard mode.
Yeah, he starts with
so
B
yeah.
rank, so it's not
And
far
then,
off.
Yeah.
And then the Brave Axe when you get
And
that.
that brave axe, yep.
Because in this game, because it's a lance-focused game with lots of Pegasus Knights and Archers, especially on hard mode, axes just wreck.
Oh yeah.
This is why you don't mess with Pegasus Knights.
Though, if only they were Radiant Dawn axes, because isn't that when like axes are at their best? Or at least
There's
they're really
Radiant
damn
Dawn.
good.
Yeah, Radiant Dawn axes.
are.
Also, Path the Radiance axes are also amazing.
Ow.
Yeah, Telius axes.
Yeah,
Ah, boy.
and it's kind of sad because axes were even like better than swords because of how forging formula worked, where it was basically like the cost difference would be based on like the percent of the might increased, and since like axes have like
Higher
more
might,
innate
you don't
might.
have to increase it so much.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. Or not
Well,
just that; it's that also
not
the
just that. The
Oh my
price
god, we're
is
lighters.
lower.
How the heck are you
price is
figuring out
lower
these
for
people?
forging
Yeah.
as well.
But then again, in Path of Radiance, you get money so much, price is never an issue.
Until you play the Japanese version, that is.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have the Japanese version.
Well,
So
the
we're good
only
on that.
reason the only reason you'd play the Japanese version is if you were like drunk off your ass one day and wanted to play Maniac mode.
One day live stream up, maybe if I have enough Jack Daniels, I will.
I'm sorry, but I have experience with the drunk Path of Radiance.
Oh,
It will-
oh, oh.
Oh no!
And,
Oh
Oh
no!
no.
I'll say right now that Maniac mode isn't a game that gets more fun when you're drunk.
I imagine
Those
it would,
games
but it's
are
worth a
very
try.
rare.
Yeah, it's all an experience.
They make
Also,
it fun to drink more.
Matthew getting Berserk is not, terrifying. I think he's got like 10 strength. Remember, he's level 20 at the moment, so it's like, it's like attack. It's like, oh wow, Matthew, no, help me.
Oh no.
But that means
It's
we'll be able
not.
to
It's
get the
no
treasure
Hector or
chest.
Hawkeye.
Oh no, Matthew's gonna tickle me.
Yeah, ow.
Oh no, Hector's berserked. Everybody run!
No, Hector.
Oh no,
yes.
Hawkeye's berserk! Get away! Now!
Yeah, that's Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus Berserk. Oh fuck!
Well, there goes the chapter. Reset time.
Idiots!
Reset time. Alternatively, like dance your staff user to remove the berserk. Berserk is really important to remove.
Yeah, well, you just don't want it because you can end up killing. Either way, if your unit engages one of your own units, the Berserk unit engage one of your own units, someone's going to end up worse off.
I like that
That
1%.
dodge, man.
I know. Oh, it's only 6. Wow, I think Hawkeye must have got like a dance blessing because he should not be doing only 6 damage.
Yeah, he had the dance.
Yeah, he does. I see a little note right there.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that is way too little damage.
Imagine
Okay,
that existed in
wait,
FP12
which dance is
boss.
it that
Oh
increases
my god.
resistance again?
Pardon?
Or which ring was it again that increases resistance?
It's the one you get to begin with, Nini's Grace.
Yeah, it
Ah.
increases both defense and it just
Defense
reduces
and res.
damage by 5.
Also,
Imagine if
these
those rings-
shaman dwarfs are
Yo, boss,
dumb.
imagine if those rings existed in FP12.
Man.
I swear the Eclipse
Also,
Tome
these
got like
really want
I think
Sarah.
I think the Eclipse Tome got like the worst nerf because I remember in Binding Blade its hit was low but it always put you on 1 HP. This one only does half and its hit is still shit.
I would
Not
use
to
Eclipse
mention
to
that
break
these
walls.
guys are dumbasses for attacking Sarah, who has light magic that has an advantage over dark magic.
Well it does 8 damage, like oh wow, 8 damage.
Yeah,
If
I
it
know.
hits on a 0%.
It's not even good for breaking walls anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, boy.
dark tomes are potent in Blazing Sword because of their rarity, but that one definitely not.
I get critical to the face. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's how Berserkers roll.
Yep.
This is a good place
Charlotte,
to say.
man.
And another one.
This level.
Pretty much.
My Charlotte, when I played through Conquest, probably critted like 78% of the entire game.
I swear to God, I've yet to see a unit, in my experience of Fire Emblem, with a naturally high crit rate as Charlotte. It's fucking ridiculous.
Speaking of Charlotte, I may have mentioned this before, but in my first playthrough of Fire Emblem Fates Revelations, she crit everything with the frying pan of doom.
Oh, man. I love frying
Hey man,
pans.
she knows how to cook.
Yeah. Both food and the enemy.
Wasn't that one of their supports too with MU? I think it was. Charlotte was actually like
Uh-oh.
a decent cook.
No,
Well-
she does that in a lot of her supports. Her Xander one as well. It's one of her talents, and it's
yeah.
why she's able to win over men.
Yeah.
Because she can cook
Yes.
really well.
Here's the thing with
Wait, now all
she-
this talk about food is making me hungry. I think I better go get some Blue Apron soon.
Yeah, Discord actually has a point there. There's a lot of supports and fates. They're just about food.
True. Well, Awakening was the same. Do you know how many pie conversations there are?
Oh, please.
But Sumia to boot.
No, it's
But
not
then
just
again,
Sumia.
Sumia-
Gaius has one with Olivia. It's so many of them. I think the devs
Take
are
a
really
shot.
hungry, or I don't know. Maybe the localization team screwed up again.
Take a shot for every
To be
pie
fair,
mentioned.
though, so you do it with Sumia, it's actually really, really, well, sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Crom one is very forced, I think. But though I keep hearing the Sumia Crom support is a translation issue.
And
Apparently, Gregor is the
God.
is the product of localization, which I'm very thankful for because Gregor is awesome.
Yeah,
Especially with that all-powerful Russian accent.
indeedy.
The Russian accent kills a dwarf. Thank you, Florida, for being so cute.
Fates and Awakening had different localization teams.
Yeah.
Well,
Not
Fates, I
surprised.
think. Well, Fates also had a much bigger emphasis on localization because they had to change a lot of features and stuff because of some of the more Eastern style, like either features or stuff that wouldn't really translate well
yeah.
to Western shores.
Yeah, that's true.
Then again, Hoshido is all Easter, based with samurais and stuff, so I guess it could make sense.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
just
wow,
like
my
the
question is
the petting mini game. I know it makes sense in Japan, but in the West, it's one of those things which for us it's kind of
I'm
like
pretty
what?
sure, from what I've heard, anyways, the petting minigame wasn't received well in Japan either.
Oh wow. So it's just a bad idea.
Yeah, it was just a bad call on their part.
Yeah. They had to try and be as awakening as
Oh
possible. They want to make that
God,
money after all.
this is so cute.
Yeah, I just don't like how turtle heavy this chapter is.
It's very turtle heavy.
It's so slow.
Also-
There's so
And it's
many
also-
one-tile chokes.
Yeah, it's also one where you've just honestly you're kind of at the mercy of the RNG because like with this, I've been lucky with dodging a lot of the like siege stuff, but half the time there's a good chance you're just gonna get killed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, what one.
Seriously though, Florina, it's so cute, and I want that to be fan art.
You know, we don't have
Anyways,
Mage
go
Cecil
Lin.
fan art, right, boss?
Come on, let's not bring in your.
I think Lin caps.
stuff.
Well, reaches up to
Lin
20.
cap!
One thing
Hey, she got
that
lucky
is worth
and
mentioning from
resistance.
that run, though, boss, I think you know.
Oh. What,
Fighter
dice combat?
Reese.
Oh,
That
fighter
too, dice
Reese.
combat.
Yeah.
Also, watching Sarah fight this Swordmaster is pretty damn hilarious.
Oh, wait, hang on. First, block, defense, and resistance
Yay.
Nice.
for the win.
Hey, I'll take the defense.
Brand, I don't recall.
Also, is that me or is that Boulder the Boulder?
No,
that
it's
died?
just a bishop. Or more
Oh.
in this case.
Because it looked like Boulder to me.
Well, it uses similar sprite and color scheme.
Fair enough.
Don't
Alright,
fix
she
what
got
ain't broke,
master.
you know?
Yeah, the
Unless
thing.
it's a...
I'm holding out for a
What?
hero till the morning light.
Alright, here's the thing. All of my Florinas always end up with, like, not capping speed, but they always get a bunch of strength.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah,
for a Pegasus
like-
Knight, it is pretty ideal to have good strength because they're not known for being that strong, but they're known for being speedy.
FE7
Yeah, but-
enemies are also slow,
Yeah.
so doesn't really matter.
Is that FE7 or GBA as a whole?
I mean, enemies in Binding Blade do pick up on speed. Like they're not extremely slow.
Yeah, especially in the Sakai route, or Sakai, however you pronounce it, but enemy scaling there is actually existent, so
Oh,
I wouldn't...
the
Oh, wow.
nomads.
Another point of
Yeah,
defense.
yeah.
Nomads.
The Nomads are quite fast in Binding Blade, I do remember that. But yeah, this Swordmaster tries to fight Sarah, it's like,
Yes,
lol, fuck you.
This is a meme.
Oh man.
Oh, man, light brand, what a broken weapon.
Hey man, Lemon Sword in FE12.
Lemons!
Well, the Levin
I'm
sword in
not-
FE12 is amazing.
Only
That- that
because
is crazy,
you
isn't it?
reclass your mages into sword masters because of how low like speed bases sword mages have, and then you just slap a Levin sword on them and they
'Cause,
start
'cause-
doing like
Is it because the magic stack carries over?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, so
A good
that
chunk
makes
of it, at
sense.
yeah.
So
it's
anyway, the
actually-
chapter's finally done, thank fuck. I will say, the one thing that's actually kind of good about this chapter is because there's so many pre-promotes, it's easy to level up if you can kill them.
That's
Oh, yeah.
also
Oh,
sword masters have one base magic in FE12 for some reason. I think.
What, just in case they use a light brand?
I don't know if that's what they were intending, but
Yeah, the
speaking
Yeah.
of light, hello, Athos!
I mean, the major crux of this map is you have to move quickly. If you don't move quickly, you are fucked.
Well, it's also
Just-
the case of how Thingy moves that if you don't kill as many before the magic barrier goes away, they'll just dogpile you. Again, I feel
Yeah.
this map sucks because on hard mode you're just at the mercy of the RNG. And that's not good
Yeah.
map design.
I forgot if there's. I
No.
think there is a trick for this, but you can shoot Kishna with a longbow, and that makes him not leave, if I recall.
I wouldn't put it past it, because I know Thingy won't leave if certain conditions are met, but it's just unlikely to shoot him with one.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
good luck getting someone all the way down there with a longbow.
Or even just actually hitting him, because he has a pretty decent avoid if I remember.
I think
Yeah,
you don't
try-
even have to hit him. You just have to attack him.
Alright, fair enough. If that's the
Side
case,
note-
then it's also a double-edged sword because you if it's someone gets hit by, let's say, someone happened to reach with bolting and they're in that field, unless they move, you can't heal them unless they use vulneraries, but that only heals a bit.
like
Yeah. That's also like it is very much a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side note, Coach, this chapter may be bad, but at least it's not chapter 14 of Binding Blade. Ugh.
Again, it's more to do with the fact that on hard mode it's bad. Normal mode it's fine.
Well, it's not just that, like, even ways to fix it, I still think, like, the fundamental concept behind the chapter is kind of, like, kind of iffy. Like, just a bunch of, like, it's really close quarters, and there's not a lot of freedom of movement. It's really one tile choke point.
It's very boxed in.
Yeah, it's really,
super
like,
boxed
constrained.
in. It's very hard to actually get to the enemies that are pelting you with siege magic
Yeah.
constantly. And their stats are really high. They are hitting you with
Yeah, again, they're pretty
really
much all
powerful
pre-promotes.
attacks.
Like,
Yeah.
one chapter I think that did siege weaponry, like, spam, like, decently well. I'd say chapter 20 of FE12, since you can like sort of maneuver around like the siege tomes, so you only get hit by one. Like
Actually, do you want
they're
to? Actually,
ballistic.
that reminds me of another bad example of siege tomes in
Okay.
Fire Emblem Binding Blade. I think it was the Sakea route, chapter 20, when you're in that really small map and it's fog of war,
yeah.
and they got ballistas
Fog of
and
war.
siege tomes.
And the killer ballistas.
Yeah, killer ballistas.
I was just like, that's just being massively dickish.
Don't
Yeah.
get all along.
The
That's
Sakara.
them like
Overcome
get
everything.
wrecked.
It's kind of.
Together we are strong.
Also, bias compels me to go on the Ilya route.
Why exactly? Oh, right, yeah.
It's just bias.
That's fair enough. Hey, we all have our bias. I mean, come on. You're talking to the guy who fucking mains Gwendolyn in that game.
Oh man.
And who also made Sophia good, not to mention.
Yeah, that's the thing.
it
I
is-
did not want to use... I wanted to use Gwendolyn. I had no intention of using Sophia, but she was like, fuck you, I'm getting RNG blessed.
Hey, on the bright side, right? At least it gave a lot of Fire Emblem fans much more appreciation for Sophia.
I don't think it gave appreciation, just something to laugh at, really. Because
Yeah.
Sophia still sucks. Arguably, she's the worst unit in the game.
Hmm.
It's debatable between
Yeah.
the two.
I'd still say it's more appreciation than a laugh, because to be fair, they're blessed. She is really blessed. You know, just like an RNG blessed Lissa.
Like hard mode, Wendy I think gets one rounded by the steelbow archer right outside the wall.
She does,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And well, to
That
be
is the
fair,
same-
yeah. And
Oh,
so,
nice.
well, the thing with Sophia is like, at least Wendy won't get killed by everything that fights her on normal mode. Sophia will.
Yeah.
Oof.
I think the whole debate that there's like unviable units in like the series is put to rest after someone used Bantu in H4 of FE12.
Well, again, if you try hard enough and get, here's the thing: if you try hard enough, baby summon enough, and get RNG blessed, even the worst units
Yeah.
can turn out good. It's just incredibly unlikely, but it can happen.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make
Nice.
pretty much anyone viable if you tried hard enough.
Or just
at
get
least
lucky
in some
enough.
sense.
Oh, and speaking
Yeah.
of viable and lucky and lovely, hello, Louise.
Yeah, we're actually going to use these two on this playthrough because they sat the last one out, but now I'm in the need of pre-promotes and I want a decent archer.
My
Also,
god.
last I checked
An
about
archer.
Louise, wasn't she in your,
Best
For
character
top
designs,
30?
yes.
One
Yeah, I was
thing
gonna-
I did on Pent and Luis's join map was just help sell the Heaven Seal.
You sold it.
Yep.
How much was it worth?
Actually, I don't remember how much it was worth, boss. You remember?
I want to say like 10K.
Yeah.
Apus
It
drops.
is a lot.
Oh
It's very
boy.
valuable.
Yeah, I like, because in this playthrough, because I'm not promoting Dart, I sold the Ocean Seal, and that I got a fuck ton of money for.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That's like the main issue with using Dart. You're you're either foregoing funds rank if you actually care about that stuff. Ranks in FE7 are stupid, my opinion.
That's why I
But-
don't bother.
Yeah, you like ranks in FE7. You actively have to play the game worse in order to get better ranks.
That makes no sense. If you're
And,
doing too well, you get punished for it.
and here's the funny thing: the Hector chapters don't have requirements programmed in, so they're all set to value 0. So the expectancy for you to like do for the turn count stuff in Hector hard mode for the Hector exclusive chapters, they expect you to beat them in 0 turns.
But that's impossible.
Yeah, exactly. You have to make up in other chapters. It's
Yeah,
really stupid.
not even Marcus can do that. It's like, I may be good, Hector, but I can't do a 0 turn in a chapter.
Hector's gonna be like, I'm gonna throw you over there, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
just crazy.
Kind
Well,
of
except
a
for this
lazy
Hector.
together thing.
Oh, wait, oh gosh. Going on now, I can't tell.
Oh, don't worry, we're at the end of the chapter.
Yeah,
I know, but I mean like during these cutscenes, like what's going on?
Edward's returned home and his mum's happy to see him. This is one of the few Fire Emblem mothers that actually stays around for a bit.
Oh yeah.
Because most of them are either dead or die.
Or they kick the bucket later. Yeah.
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 Or you know, they're Mikoto.
Well, yeah, but that was the thing. Makoto had one chapter, then dies. Ike's mum dead from the beginning. Emeren's not a mother, but she dies.
arguably the motherly figure.
Yeah, that's basically what she is. Also, we never see Erica's mum. Doesn't Marth's mum die early on or something like that? Or get captured at least.
Yeah, I think she gets killed by Thor.
I think Alice is could be considered more like, mother figure, but like, Shadow Dragon's
older sister.
Yeah.
Speaking of parents,
that dies on the battlefield.
Yeah, we don't ever see Roy or Lelena's mother, just their fathers.
And heck, we didn't even see Alm's parents or Celica's parents.
Well, we know who's Alm's dad.
Oh, the mothers. We never see the mothers.
Yeah, but anyway, so that's the end of that part. Thank you all for joining me through one of the most bullshit chapters in Hector Hard Mode.
Oh, no
There's a few more
worries.
left.
It has been amazing.
Okay, but next time we meet, we're going to fight Linus again because I trained Hector, Elwood, and Lynn too much. We're going to get ourselves a warrior, and we are in for one beefer of a level. But until then, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Adios.
Everybody.
See ya.
Bye.